Anish, congratulations. It's been some time since you scored a victory here, isn't it?
Yeah, well,
What was the last?
A year basically. Yeah, it took me a year to finally win.
And then a very convincing victory against a very strong grandmaster. So, what did you do today to make it so good, so right for you?
Well, yeah, I don't really know what was so different today than the other days, but okay, basically I finally got the position that I...
it was preparation?
No, not at all, but I finally got the position that I like to play.
Okay, you can show.
Okay, with Fabiano we share a lot of openings.
Okay, in that kind of situation, that you have the same coach, trainer, what do you play? Something that's totally unfamiliar to both of us?
Previously I played both times English, but today I thought, okay, why should I, deviate when let's make them do this themselves? Because Fabiano played d4 against me last year, so I decided to pay back, and okay, this he doesn't really play, so I expected, and I was...
No, but yesterday on the rest day, Vladimir Chuchilov, is he helping nobody?
No, nobody, yes.
Okay.
He had a rest day.
Okay.
Oh, I mean, also rest day.
Also rest day,
yes.
Yeah.
So, okay, I mean, Slav and Greenfield, we're both quite familiar with, so I expected him to give check on before or something, I mean, what else? But he found this system. Basically, I decided to bluff him a little bit here because he expected me to go e3 one way or the other, but I thought, okay, I'll test him. And now if he wants, he can go knight f6 and we get Slav, or he can take on c4, which he tried to scare me with. And okay, he took. And I don't think he's a big expert in lines like this, which are obviously critical. And then it goes like that, I think. Something like, yeah, this is a line, and okay, very, very complicated, and obviously we both don't really know what's going on, so okay, he bluffed me more than I did, so finally I decided to step away. I think I saw some game in Spanish league where I played. My teammate, he had this position with white, I think, and somehow he had the bishop on a3, and then I think he castled or something, and I asked him why not knight f5, and he didn't really reply. So I was thinking...
so he didn't know?
Yeah, he didn't know, and his opponent I think took on d4, and then white got extremely nice position. So I didn't know what to do. I was thinking I can do this here. Basically, I thought I should not be much worse, and I like my bishop on g2, so... I mean, I like all these positions, yeah, no matter what with bishop on g2, okay, change queens or not, it's just there, and I'm happy. I think that's the way he should play, because after knight f6, I'm in time to avoid c5, because now I have castle and dc5, yeah, because in the previous line I didn't have time, because after queen d1 I have to take with the king. So basically I think it's actually kind of a mistake already, because now we have some kind of Catalan, and there's a line like this, but black has bishop on f8, white is knight on b3. So okay, knight c3 is a decent move, bishop b4 is also decent, but I think white has a very pleasant position here, at least to my mind. So he played knight d7. Yeah, here of course normal move is knight d2. Don't know. Okay, I thought maybe he can play, because knight b6, a5. It looks nice for white somehow. Yeah, this looks just nice. I don't know. I was thinking e5, maybe the move. No, d5 is probably premature, so knight takes c4. He might take queen d4, and I think I was thinking about this more. I'm not sure. Okay, I mean, I'm not sure what is the position. Maybe white is better. But I like to keep a bit of tension with queen c2, because I felt that. I mean, I know myself that it's very difficult to play for black, this kind of positions where you don't have c5 or e5. And Fabiano is a very concrete player, he calculates all the time. And here it's hard to calculate, really. I mean, as a conclusion, he just spent a lot of time calculating, but there is not really much to calculate. Now he has to play either for b6 or for e5. So I expected... okay, a5 is maybe... I mean, it's a move, but I'm not sure what it gives. I was thinking maybe he might play queen e7, trying to get e5, or maybe even rook e8. because b6 is probably too early here because of this. So yeah, I think he has certain practical problems here. And he played queen a5, which is very suspicious in this kind of positions. He told me he thought it might have been theory, but I'm not sure. But could be, okay. Now he's aiming for e5, but queen is a bit vulnerable, I thought. But it's not easy. I mean, knight d2, he goes knight b6, and he has a nice setup with queen a5 and knight b6. And okay, e4 is the kind of move I don't really want to play, because then I have, of course, long-term compensation, but I like to keep my diagonal open for the bishop. So I play knight a2, and I think here bishop d6 feels not so natural. I think bishop e7 is a bit more to the point, and in many lines it doesn't hang. Okay, I mean, obviously in a line like in the game it simply would be fantastic for him, I think, though I'm not sure. Yeah, for example, even exactly the same, no, how it went? Queen on a5, yeah, exactly the same line. Now the bishop is much better placed, because knight c4 and nothing is attacked on d6. Of course I'll play different. I'll probably play bishop d2. It's also what I planned in the other position. And then I would expect him to move the queen somewhere, even here, and play for e5. Okay, I think white is better, but I'm not sure what is it exactly. But I like my position. So yeah, I think bishop e7 was anyway better, because bishop d6, okay, I first of course planned to go bishop d2, and again I was thinking queen f5 or queen h5, take e5, and again I think I'm better. I don't know how or why, but I mean, but he has decent play. He wants to take on d4, maybe go somewhere with the knight, and go bishop h3 eventually. So it's not so clear. But I tried to play more principled, let's say, because after queen c4, now if he goes e5, his queen is not there. Where I think, well, I mean, not on h5 or f5, so I can go bishop d2, or I can basically ignore it. But it would be better version for me here. So only way to prove me wrong is to take the pawn, which I think is very, very risky. But I think he played it because basically otherwise he's just worse, and he's always trying to find a concrete solution. So yeah, he might play queen f5, but I can just go queen b3, and his pieces are quite awkward, and I regain my pawn. So okay, he has to take b3. Here I didn't see a way for him to get a good position, because okay, queen b5 is also knight e5. It's the same. Okay, basically my point is that I cut off his queen, and now okay, bishop i3 is also threatened. So yeah, c5 is always very, very vulnerable for many reasons. I mean, bishop a3 or whatever. And okay, he can do the same as in the game, maybe. Otherwise, actually what I expected was something like a knight bd5, if I'm not mistaken, trying to stop knight c3. And now I was planning some move like knight d3, if I'm not mistaken, and I want to go e4, e5. So I was thinking he might go back with the knight, again threatening queen h5, and then I might go to c5. This is vaguely what I was thinking, but okay, we can continue dancing, yeah, with the pieces somehow, like knight bd7. But one thing is clear, that I have at least enough compensation if, okay, not more, somehow like this. So he played queen a5. I think it doesn't look good, this move. I mean, but okay, he just couldn't find a solution, yeah, to his problems. Knight e5 I think is nice. Okay, I was considering a little bit e4, but I didn't like after bishop e7. I didn't see how to proceed really. So knight e5 was good. Now again, bishop e5, I have bishop d2, and knight c3 comes. And he has again some concrete problems. I think knight d7 is knight d5. Well, basically anything, I have huge compensation. And yeah, he played knight d7. I didn't see much better way, because okay, bishop d2, knight c3 is a threat. So okay, he played quite safe, but now the thing is I can just win his bishop. For a while I was considering to play for compensation, but it is not so not as clear, because okay, I mean, I'm playing for eventual d5, I assume, bishop f4 d5, but this kind of positions you can miss a move with white, and then suddenly your pressure is pretty much gone. And okay, there's always enough compensation for the pawn, but maybe not much more. Yeah. But okay, I had a nice solution instead, just to take the bishop, and now okay, I don't have to worry because I will have compensation pretty much always, having two bishops. Yeah, here he made the move e5, I think, which might be not the best. But on the other hand, okay, he has to play passive. Maybe I don't know, rook e8, for example. Then I might go e4. If he keeps on playing passive with, say, queen e7. Well, basically there are plenty of ways. One way is to play for e5 myself, like knight c3, with idea e5, knight e4, knight d6. Basically he just has long-term problems. He cannot really develop his pieces properly, and I have very nice dark square bishop. So I think out of a little bit of desperation he played e5. And now it's important that I have knight c3, because if I just take here, he takes, and actually I was thinking this is very, very good for me, but after quite a think, I didn't really see how to get anything special, because what he wants is, let's say he puts a queen here, and okay, he plays rook e8, knight away, bishop comes out. It's not so easy. So okay, my initial idea knight c3 I disliked because of e4, bishop a3, queen e5, and I thought it would be quite stupid of me to give him this free play for exchange. But then I realized that actually I'm just clearly better here, and might even go knight e4 if I'm not mistaken. And I come with queen c5, for example, bishop f5, queen c5, and all his pawns are quite vulnerable. d4 is weak, and I mean, I have I don't have material advantage at the moment, but I will win a pawn, I think, somehow. So, for example, take. I was considering to go even to some endgame, and I think I'm just better here. So basically, it was important to realize that this is something I want to get and not something I want to avoid. And after that, okay, he plays c5. I think it's a little bit of a disaster to give this diagonal, but he was, I mean, quite desperate, I think, at the moment. So e3. And now d3 is only move because, okay, I mean, he has too many pins, yeah? Well, he has to unpin maybe, then I just win my pawn back with just winning position. So d3 is only move. But okay, I saw that, so rook d3. Queen b8 was, okay, last idea of his, that he wants to play b6 or b5 and give that exchange and try to get some counterplay and develop. But I think I found very easy solution to just change the pair of knights and take with rook and just go for attack, actually. So b6 to develop the bishop. I mean, maybe objectively this kind of move might have been better, but I mean, it's even possible I win by force. But even if I don't, okay, I don't know, I take somehow, and I mean, if I don't have anything, I'm just having a huge advantage. But otherwise, I maybe can win by force somewhere. So b6 is his only try. Then bishop b2. I think it was a very good idea to switch the bishop to this diagonal. Now, actually, his problem is not just rook on a8, but just direct attack, because I'm threatening all kinds of rook h5 and rook g5. So he tried a5. Now I had, yeah. From now on, I was trying to find the way to give my queen.
It was rook h5, I believe.
Yeah, I didn't see this. I was trying to, I was trying to finish him off in the most beautiful way.
Queen f5.
Yeah, queen f5. Yes. Unfortunately, I missed that. But on the other hand, I haven't won a game, so I was thinking, let's not. Today I'll win, tomorrow I'll win the prize, and then.
The second, the third, and the fourth line were also +4, +5. So
no, it's not about. It's not a question of.
It's beauty, yeah.
Yeah, it's just purely for aesthetic reasons. Actually, rook h5, g6. What did I see here? Actually, there is this move as well, I think, which is completely winning. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Or not here. No, it was not.
Threatening queen takes
no,
d6,
no,
it
is not. No, sorry, it's not here. It is a different line. It was rook g5. I was considering rook g5. G6, bishop d5. Also wins. Okay, he has to play f6. And basically I was trying to make queen g6 work, I think. but it doesn't work because I cannot really switch my rook to the h file. And okay, otherwise rook h5, f5, I'm winning, but it's not nothing special. So okay, I thought I will have all my pieces in attack, and then somehow I'll give my queen. But okay, finally I decided, to keep things simple. I tried, I think, okay, there was a nice line like this. If he would cooperate a little bit.
Yeah.
But
King of Eight.
He might go King of 8, and then okay, I'm completely winning, but it's not the same. Yeah, it's not anymore queen sacrifice. So finally, I decided not to give anything and just win this game and and be happy with that. So yeah, I think already after. I mean, here already he got a bit unpleasant position, and he didn't really find the right plan, I think.
Okay, very good. Anish, you've been playing some very strong tournaments over the past year. What is your experience? Are they better prepared than 2 years ago?
Well, okay, at the moment...
Do they approach you in a different way?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, there were days when number one of the world was giving pieces in 20 moves against me, but
I remember
these days are probably gone.
Okay,
we'll see in the last round, but probably they're gone. But okay, I still can play quite decent from time to time. But last year was not so easy because exactly this tournament I had a very bad streak, and then it was a little kind of a blow to my confidence for a while, and I was struggling to find really my play. But then, okay, there were some friendly opponents in some tournaments, and the Dutch guys were ready to help me also, and finally I kind of came back to normal.
And they gave you back some self-confidence?
Yeah, I mean, they gave me back some elo points as well, so okay, this tournament is not going the great way, but it was kind of, I played decent games, and finally I managed even to win.
Have you got a specific number of points when you would consider this tournament as okay, as good? Are you satisfied with -1?
This particular tournament, initially I was expecting it to go better, because I was thinking, okay, there are some sweet opponents, yeah, and but somehow I actually played quite bad against the sweet opponents, and so I mean, relatively, yeah, they're not really sweet here, but okay, I played a bit too ambitious.
Well, there's a difference between 2800 and 2650 opponents.
This is true, yeah. So okay, I played a bit too ambitious against Hu Yifan, and she punished me. Then first round I also didn't really want to fix a draw with Hare Krishna at first, and then somehow ended up in trouble, and then didn't want to defend. So yeah, somehow I managed to lose games that I wanted to win. And besides that, okay, I mean, I played some decent games, but it was never I missed chances in the last two games, for example, at Nakamura and Luke. But yeah, the tournament is going pretty mediocre now. It has finally some light shining. So okay, also two very interesting games left with Aronin and Carlsen, both very strong players, and Levon. Okay, according to him, I lost all games to him, but I still made one draw, which he probably forgot already. But I hope that my statistic will improve tomorrow, and with Magnus it's always a lot of fun to play, especially now that everybody thinks he's God.
After the tournament, what will you do to improve your play?
Well,
I mean,
yeah,
assuming that's your ambition.
At the moment I want to finish my school after the tournament, and I'll be thinking about improving my play a while after.
Okay, so your first focus is school after this tournament?
Yeah, because if I don't finish it this year, I cannot improve my play next year either. So I'll try to finish my school, and then there are many things to do for me and many directions where I can improve.
But for a while you will totally focus on chess then?
On school, you mean? No, not
after school?
After school.
Or is that too far away now?
Okay, if I've managed
assuming
to finish,
that you will pass your exams.
Yeah, if I pass, then I will focus on chess for a while, I think, because okay, I like the game very much, and I have the feeling I can do good at it sometimes. Sometimes this feeling betrays me, but after games like this, it comes back.
Okay. Anish, thank you. Is there somebody else with a question to Anish? they're all satisfied. Thank you very
Thank you.
much.